Welcome to this broadcast. You're watching Mirror now. And this is our election special segment, South Speaks. Our top story this evening, in a major breakthrough in a ragging horror case in Wayanad, the Kerala police have arrested 7 out of the 18 accused, including the prime accused. Remember, Siddharthan, a second-year veterinary student, was found hanging in his hostel's bathroom on the 18th of February. The family alleged that it is not a case of suicide, but of murder. They also alleged that the accused are part of the SFI, the student wing of CPIM, and the party is protecting them. However, SFI has denied the allegations. Listen in to Siddharthan's father.
Sir, on 14th, on 18th, Siddharth's death was confirmed. So, have you been previously informed about, did Siddharth say anything regarding the ragging incidents that were happening in this?
No, he didn't inform any information about the ragging. He's happy, all time he's happy. From the 16 to 17, he's some dull, his mom feels some dull. But we don't know if that's the problem. The other time he's always happy. Always happy means he's talking with the mother 1 hour or 2 hours. Like this. Didn't say any time about the ragging. But after that only his death. After that only we know that the ragging is going on there every day.
So who informed you about this news?
The inform is our one relation. One PG student is one student is in that same college. He will inform us Siddharthan is happened something.
So, did you try and contact the authorities of college after this incident?
Yeah, but that time our cousin asked, when he's going reach to the college, our cousin asked the dean, what happened, what is the problem? He's only say, I don't know anything.
Meanwhile, remember, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has ordered to form an SIT in this case. The Kerala Governor Arif Mohammad Khan, meanwhile, met with the student's family today.
But the purpose of coming here was to share the grief of the family. You are talking about SFI activists being involved. Everybody is, even police is admitting it. The university is also admitting it. So you are saying what is obvious, everybody knows about. The real problem which I see is the cult of violence. I immediately wrote to the DGP. I have received a reply and I shall continue to monitor it because father is not satisfied with the provisions of IPC which have been invoked. Therefore, I am going to write to DGP again.
Now, according to the findings of the postmortem report, Siddharthan was thrashed and was not given any food. Apart from this, multiple injuries inflicted by a blunt object were 2 to 3 days old, suggesting physical assault. Injuries were also found on his face. Politics has erupted in the case now, with the opposition demanding action against the accused. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar today lashed out at the left government in the state, as well as Congress leader Rahul Gandhi.
This is one of the most shameless and shocking episodes in the recent history of Kerala's government and governance. That this death of this brutal killing of Siddharth, a 21-year-old boy who had his entire life in front of him, who should have been looking at his future with optimism, with great hope for a bright future for his family, for himself, that his life has been snuffed out by the violent politics of the CPM and the DYFI and the SFI goons. And there is no comment from Rahul Gandhi, who otherwise goes around traveling all around the country and talking about Jodo Yatra and talking about Jungle Raj. There is no bigger Jungle Raj today that is taking the lives of innocent youngsters than in Wayanad, than in Kerala. And he should speak out. He should tell his indie partner CPM to investigate this crime, to give justice to Siddharth's family.
Now, Youth Congress and MSF also staged a protest demanding action against the accused.
Actually, heartbreaking scenes we had been witnessed in this house today. I cannot even see the face of the mother of Siddharth. This type of situation cannot be narrated with words. The way in which SFI, CPM criminals are attacking the innocent students of the state is not at all acceptable. There is no justice on that. This is not a suicide. This is a clear-cut murder. This is a clear-cut murder sponsored by the Student Federation of India.
Let me introduce my guest on the broadcast this evening. I'm joined by Vinita Hariharan of the BJP. I'm also joined by Dr. Jayaraj, a political analyst. We're also expecting Dr. Shama Mohammed of the Congress Party to join us on the broadcast shortly. But good evening and welcome to both of you. Let me go across to Dr. Jayaraj first. Dr. Jayaraj, let me at the outset say that this is not a case of ragging. This is a full-fledged crime that has been carried out, and the family of Siddharthan alleges that it has been carried out, this crime has been carried out by SFI.
You're absolutely true. What you said is absolutely true. It is a heinous act I've seen ever in my life. I've heard ever in my life in Kerala. See, these type of things, as a parent, as a psychologist, and being a psychologist, I understand the trauma of the family and the public as such. Because this type of criminals, whether they belong to any party, whether they belong to SFI, ABVP or NSE or any other party, this type of activity should be stopped. There are strong rules in the UGC to stop this type of ragging or bullying or what we call any other name. It's an act of murder, actually. This cumulative effect of 15 students acting upon one person. See, if we enquire one by one person, one by one, they will say that I only asked his name. I only belted him. I only stripped him. I only beaten him. So this cumulative effect is being happened in one single boy. And a 21-year boy is committing, whether it is committed suicide or he has been killed, it should be investigated properly and thoroughly. Then only we'll understand. If it is a case of suicide too,
and why wasn't it, Dr. Jayaraj? Why do you think it wasn't? The family is alleging that the university did not inform them. The student,
yes,
of course, the son wasn't talking to them, wasn't sharing. What stopped the university from informing?
The teacher should be interrogated and the bystanders. Even we say that it's a bystander effect. In front of 150 students, these things are happening. Not a single person complained to the police because they have been terrorized. Two things we can see in this. One, it's a heinous crime. And the second thing, that how the monopoly of a single union happens in a college campus. I am teaching in a college. I understand the attitude of the children. I was also studied in universities and college hostels where drugs, alcoholism, and many other things, what not. I cannot tell everything on screen because these type of things happen everywhere and it should be stopped. And this should be the last case in which this type of murder or an heinous act of crime should be stopped at any cost, no matter they belong to any political party or any political outlet. That is my strong opinion on this.
Okay, Vinita Hariharan, what is going on in Kerala? The SFI is being, accused of carrying out this absolutely heinous crime where this young student has been stripped, he has been tortured, he has been not given any food, not given water, and there have been wounds that have been found on his body, including his face. And the family is alleging that neither the university nor the government did anything about it.
No, absolutely. I mean, this is we are speechless actually witnessing this kind of third, what do you call that, absolute third degree kind of treatment given to the student and, absolute corporal punishment and corporal torture meted out to the students. So I think these are in these times and days, when it's the age of the internet, it's the age of the knowledge economy. And where are we today in Kerala? It's absolutely shameful. We call this God's own country, for God's sake. And this is the most literate state that we're talking about. And we have these kind of heinous crimes going on in college campuses. Of all the places, college campuses have become, bloodshed warriors, war zones, battle zones. And, it's absolutely, I think we have to all hang our heads in shame. And at this kind of crime that has happened in the university campus, we all studied in universities. We never witnessed this kind of heinous kind of torture and crime over a period of time. It was not just once, it was like over the last couple of days, he was not given water. As you said, as you've described all that, it's an absolute a degradation of all morality, I would say. And I think we need to have strict rules in university campuses against such ragging. As Dr. Jayaraj has already mentioned, there are UGC rules which prevent ragging, and it is a crime, and it has to, I mean, all of these people who have been
Yeah. Dr. Jayaraj, the fact of the matter is that the university already has guidelines being laid down, and there is an understanding that ragging should not be done. In fact, I will say it again and again, the fact that this is not a case of ragging, this is a crime that has been carried out, a very heinous crime at that. But the governor of Kerala saying that a cult of violence is being promoted in the state, the father saying that everybody is scared of the SFI on campus. What is going on in university and college campuses there in the state of Kerala, where you have to be scared of a political outfit because they have a monopoly, they have a dominance, and why should they?
Is it for me?
Are you asking me the
Question is for
question?
me.
Yes,
Hello?
Dr.
Is it to
Jayaraj,
me?
this is for you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So I think, it's the, Dr. Jayaraj. Okay, yeah.
Vinita, I'll
Okay.
come back to you. This was for Dr. Jayaraj. Yeah.
This thing is not happening everywhere in Kerala. There are things happening in certain hostels, especially in certain remote areas. These things are happening, and it should be stopped. We cannot generalize the situation. The whole of Kerala is like that. The whole of political violence is going on. Even in apolitical campuses, where there are no politics, there are gunda outfits. These children are turning into juvenile delinquents. I can say that. Absolutely. They are turning into gundas, they are turning into juvenile delinquents. If there is no monitoring of a political outfit, proper monitoring of a political party is there for their student wings and all, and the monopolization
And why is the
of
Kerala
single
government not
party,
doing it, Dr. Jayaraj?
any
What
court should be
stops the
allowed, should
state
not be
government from
allowed.
taking action against these student groups?
Strict action should be taken. If a case of ragging, 2 years they can be out. If it is, they are 21, by 23, they 24, they will be out of the jail and all. They will be in the streets again, and these gundas will do the same crime again and again and again. They should be charged with murder. Actually, the ragging cases should be strictly, and that should be a lesson to all these gundas and hooligans who is doing all these atrocities against young children. And they should be punished under, and a law should be, and I think in the new law, in Bharatiya, new law is coming after the IPC. In the new law, there is a provision for that. I'm not sure about that. There is a provision. I heard that there's a provision, and through the provision, they should be treated as criminals. In the case of, in the Delhi rape case, we have seen that how a juvenile delinquent is treated as a criminal, and he was not sent to the juvenile home. He was also punished. Like that, these people, these hooligans, these people who does heinous crime should be caught and should be sent to prison for long years.
Okay.
As a corrective mechanism.
Vinita Hariyanan, last question to you. Earlier today, of course, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar also said it, and we know that Rahul Gandhi is Wayanad is Rahul Gandhi's constituency. Beg your pardon. We haven't heard from him. Demand a probe, say anything on it, or just be concerned about what is happening in his constituency.
Yes, I think the moment he's been asked not to contest from Wayanad, he's lost interest in his constituency totally. We also saw his apathy during the whole elephant crisis, the wildlife crisis, which Wayanad is witnessing. And he came after the person was dead. He came to see the dead body. What is the use of all of this? When he's been an MP for so many years, he could have paid attention to such issues and such college campus violence that is happening in Wayanad. It's a remote area. Therefore, there needs to be so much more monitoring and so much more surveillance in remote areas in campuses. I think this calls for a lot of security measures to be beefed up in college campuses and a lot of rules and regulations to be brought in against such corporal treatment, corporal, torture of students. And in the name of ragging, in the name of politics, such kind of violence should be absolutely punished with the most the gravest form of punishment that we can give to these people. It's equivalent to raping a girl. It's equivalent to killing a child. Whatever you may call it, it's absolutely it's totally heinous, and Rahul Gandhi is answerable definitely as an MP of his constituency. He is answerable, and he should speak out and come out with what is his response. As long as he's an MP of this constituency, he has to act and he has to be responsive, because that is what the role of a public servant is, to be responsive and responsible for your constituency.
Well, we'll have to see if that happens, if he does speak on it, and that this case reaches its logical end. I'll wrap it up here. Dr. Jayaraj and Vinita Hariharan, thank you very much to the both of you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your perspective on this absolutely heinous and unfortunate case that has happened in Wayanad. Thank you. Namaskar.